Okay, I'm going to make a holiday weekend vlog. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done or stitching because I've got some things I've got to do in my kitchen, and I think that's where I might start in this vlog. And we'll see how much of it I can get done or how much reading I can get done over the course of the next couple of days. And I'll try to get this video up Tuesday after I edit all the pieces of it together. All right, bye. Let's get these groceries put away. We're going to set this down, and you can see me trying to organize this. Make room here. I've got on another one of my gowns. I have about 6 of these gowns. So move my coffee out of the way. Somehow I brought my cross-stitch notes in here. That wasn't supposed to happen. I was out of basil. I used all of that. So hopefully this is basil. 2 bags of chips because I will be making a tuna noodle casserole. So I need chips for that. A couple of things I got for the grandkids. I'll show you once I find them. This and cheese. Those are for the grandchildren. So back to putting this away. I needed some more smoked paprika, so that's what this is. I still have about this much left in my other jar, but it's one of my favorite spices to use, so I didn't want to run out of it. My egg noodles. These egg noodles are for my tuna casserole. I got 2 bags. I always get 2 bags of cheese every month. And eventually, one way or another, I end up using them in different things. But today we're having baked spaghetti, so I'll be using part of it. I got 5 pounds of red potatoes because so my cans, I'm just going to kind of leave in the bag, push it over to the other side, and just put them away over there. So I got some black-eyed peas. I'm gonna make black-eyed peas in my my Instant Pot. Couple packages of cookies, a box of saltine crackers, here's my second package of cookies, I got 2 boxes of Cheez-Its, because I'm a Cheez-It addict. Oh, I guess I should show you. 2 boxes of Cheez-Its. I got this 3-pound thing of ground beef, and this is going to be for my baked spaghetti. I did order some Italian sausage, but they didn't have any, and they didn't give me a substitution. These are my broths, chicken broth and beef broth. I'll show them to you. So my 2 chicken and beef. Flashing my leg, hopefully you didn't see that. More cans. This is my tuna, 8 cans. Now, I got some shells because I'm thinking of making some macaroni salad, and if I don't make macaroni salad, I'll make mac and cheese. Months, I buy a box of 96 pods of coffee. This is great value. I thought it was Donut Shop. Oh, it is. Yeah, Donut Shop. Donut Shop coffee. I love it. I love it. Love it. I brew on bold, so love my coffee. I have 2 or 3 of these a day, so I don't really need any coffee probably for like 2 weeks. But this is my big shop. Oh, something else for the grandkids that they love. They love having microwave popcorn when they're here. So that's another thing for the kitties. Leave my canned stuff to the side so that I don't have to handle it twice. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. Now, sorry for dropping that. Got these peppers and onions so that with those potatoes that I was going to tell you about. I wish I could find my chili. Okay, here we go. Smoked sausage, peppers and onions, and 5 pounds of red potato. Super delicious and super quick dinner. So that's what that's for. So I just wanted to show you that. Got some Ritz crackers to go with the saltines, just so that we can have, you know, crackers to snack on. Got some sour cream, because I always need sour cream. Got 1 thing of cream cheese. I'm going to use this whole thingy in my dinner tonight. I got a big thing of grated Parmesan cheese because I'm constantly buying this. So I was hoping that if I got a bigger one, I don't have to buy this frequently. More cans for me to go over to the other side of the kitchen. We're going to do that in a second. Yeah, this was definitely a day to pick up can. I just got 2 green peppers, 1 for dinner for today and just 1 extra. This is a staple in my house. Minced garlic. Use this all the time. And I was out of it when I made dinner the other day. More cans. For tonight's dinner, a 2-pound box of spaghetti. And some Activia yogurt. And a pack of yogurt. So that is everything but the cans. So we are going to shift positions. Let me do that. Hang on a minute. So basically I just laid my stuff down on the side. This one didn't go straight. So I got my black beans, my red beans, mushroom soup, some tomatoes and stuff like that. I want to do a BJ's shop, but this is a Walmart shop, so there's only certain things I'm going to buy at Walmart. One of my cereal will go in one of these. My cookies will go in one of, I have 2 different types of cookies, so my cookies will go in. My cereal will go in here. My popcorn will go in here. And over on this side, still have more room, so that's where my olive oil is going to go. And my tuna fish, which I think I have tuna fish here somewhere, but I'm not going to look for it right now. But I'm just going to stick it right here. It's in the wrong place, but somewhere up here, this is cat food. I have more tuna fish. I just don't know where it is. So anyway, so that's this little shelf. I got 2 jars of Prego up there for my big spaghetti. And I think that's, oh, 1 box of shells that's still on the floor. So that's my little bit of pasta. I don't really need a lot because I only shopped for like a week or 2. But that's my Walmart order. So let me clean up these bags and put those things in the refrigerator and get ready for my meeting in the next half hour. And I will be back with more. Oh, there's Milo. And here's Toby. Say hi, Toby. Yes. Say hi, Milo. All right, that's it for now. Okay, I'm not sure what order I'm going to put these clips up, but I did a clip of me unpacking my Walmart order. Right now I'm in the kitchen and I'm going to do a number of things. The first thing I'm doing is, on this side is my deep freezer. I'm currently defrosting that, so I've got big pots of water on the stove for that. I'm going to start my baked spaghetti in a few minutes, but as far as my blog related stuff in the rest of my day, because right now it is 3:23, so let me give you a rundown of today. I am currently reading The Stranger or A Stranger, A Perfect Stranger by Shalini Boland. I am currently 45% into this book. And I'm actually surprised that I'm 45% into it because it's been such a busy day. So, the first thing I did this morning is I made 4 videos. I did the shoe story, the Book of Awesome Black Women, Murder at the Priory Hotel, and Writing Jane Crow. I don't think I did an orphan song yet, but maybe I'll do that in a few minutes because I want to get as many books as I've read. I want to get those. So of those videos that I've made or recorded, I've edited 1 and uploaded 1. The other 3 will stagger over the next few days. And then, of course, an orphan song that I just mentioned that I want to make. Sorry for the pot you hear on the stove. And after I read A Perfect Stranger, I have The Last Restaurant in Paris by Lily Graham, and that's a historical fiction. And after that, I have Her Payback by Emma Talon, and that's a Drew family. It's a mob family crime thriller. But it's been a theocratic day as well. Theocratic means God ruled. What happened today? Well, at 9:30 we had our Watchtower study via Zoom. So that was what we did this morning from 9:30 to 10 with the whole congregation on Zoom. And then after that, hubby and I went to jw.org, and I will flash you a screenshot, but we have our yearly convention. And for our convention, I'm trying to get to programs so I can tell you a little bit about it. It is the 2022 Pursue Peace Convention program, and today's session was all about Jehovah will bless his people with peace. So we had about a 2-hour program today. It started off with a chairman's address, Jehovah is the God who gives peace. And then we had a symposium, how love leads to genuine peace, love for God, love of neighbor, and love for God's word. Then we had a dramatic Bible reading from Genesis 26 to chapter 33. And then the result of righteousness will be peace. And I want to tell you what I got so much out of this program for today. But before I tell you what I got out of the program for today, we resume a week from Sunday with the afternoon session. That's a Friday afternoon session, and that session will be from 1:45 to 4:50, so about a 3-hour program a week from today. And it's going to be a lot of good talks, but we talked about pursuing peace and how you don't return like for like. And I was really impressed with some of the dramatizations, and it made me think about the whole situation that I was in with social media and all of the chaos that ensued from that situation. And what I got out of it is walking away. And I think we were talking about Abraham, if I'm not mistaken, or Jacob. I think it was it was Jacob. Jacob and Esau. There was a disagreement over the birthright, and in order not to argue with his twin, Jacob walked away. And then years later, when Jacob was with his father's brother Laban, and he wanted to marry Rachel, he had to serve 7 years. And after 7 years, the father substituted Leah for Rachel, and Jacob had to work another 7 years in order to marry Rachel. So between Rachel, Leah, and the concubines, Jacob had quite a few children. And when he finally had enough of Laban, he walked away. So what I'm taking away from that is, when you can't see eye to eye with somebody, you don't need to prove that you're right, and you can just walk away. And one of the dramatizations hit me hard, and hubby and I looked at each other right at that moment, because it was like, wow. And it involved the teenagers, and it was just perfect. It was something that I needed, because in my situation, dealing with my mental health, my PTSD, my trauma, my depression, my anxiety, that whole feeling of blah, 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 you know, that whole melancholy type of feeling that I deal with every day. Well, I learned that I can't fix what's broken. And even though I'm still in the place of healing, I want to be someone that pursues peace, pursues righteousness, shows love of God, neighbor, family. And I that's what I got out of it, is even though it's been 6 or 7 months since that situation happened, I'm still very, very much bothered by it. But now I realize that there's a lot of things that I could have done differently. I could have been like Jacob when him and Esau were having problems and walked away a long time ago. But I didn't see that. And then the other thing I want to tell you is our Watchtower study, our Bible journal study, was about setting spiritual goals. So I want to set a lot of goals. And so I'm setting my spiritual goals, but I'm also setting channel goals. And these channel goals include this blog. I'm going to go back to my stitching chats. I have to do my next floss tube. I have to do my mid-year wrap-up. I want to do my Monday reads and my July TBR. So I'm setting goals all across the board, and I feel very, very energized. It's funny that I feel energized because I got 3 hours of sleep last night, but before I chill out, I'm going to finish defrosting my deep freezer, make this baked spaghetti. I might put the camera on this task of making the spaghetti. I'm not quite sure, but that's what my day's been like. And while I'm in the kitchen, I am going back to A Perfect Stranger. It's an absolutely gripping psychological thriller that will have you whatever. I don't know what it's supposed to have me, but I was just reading the tagline up there. So I'm reading that. It's about a few couples, and things are not on the up and up with them, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm at the 45% mark. So I am going back to that book while I stay in the kitchen and do a few more things, and I will hopefully check with you after or while I'm still in the kitchen, but at least when I finish with this book and when I get ready to start my next book. All right, thanks for watching. Okay, I'm gathering the things that I need for my baked spaghetti. I already took out a green pepper, an onion. I'm gonna get the minced garlic, the ground beef, spaghetti sauce, and some diced tomatoes. Start with that. So 2 large cans of diced tomatoes. Going to cook 2 pounds of spaghetti. Just gathering everything so I can sit down. 2 jars of Prego. So I'm gonna sit down and get ready to start chopping up my onion, but I think I'm gonna fortify myself and eat a yogurt really quickly. Give myself a little natural energy. You can tell I'm wearing another one of my gowns. I think I said that in my earlier part of the day when I was unpacking my Walmart, but I'm just gonna have a little yogurt just to give me a little bit of energy. Let's see. I sometimes will look for a recipe and print it, but I haven't done that. Oh, I didn't tell you. I was cross stitching today. How many stitches did I get done today? 432 stitches. Yeah. In the midst of putting my groceries away, doing my Watchtower on Zoom, watching the 2-hour program today, I still got 432 stitches stitched in my pattern. So, forgot to tell you that. So I am just going to I'm going to search baked spaghetti with cream cheese. I want to look it up on my Samsung, but it's kind of funny. You don't want to upgrade right now, so I want baked spaghetti. Yes, I'm a recipe person. I do a lot of winging it, but I like to have a bounce, a point where I bounce off from, and then I start to personalize it. See, they have baked spaghetti with cottage cheese and also baked spaghetti, but I want the baked spaghetti with mozzarella and cream cheese. So I'll go to allrecipes.com. Now this also calls for 2 cups of cottage cheese, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to use Parmesan cheese, cream cheese, and mozzarella cheese. That's what I'm going to use. So I grab my cheeses. I have a small bag I want to use up. I grabbed some ricotta. I might use a little bit of it so that it doesn't spoil in my fridge. My cream cheese. So I have my ground beef, my minced garlic. Did I show you my pepper and onion already? I don't know if I did. And my Parmesan cheese. And then what I'll do is I will mix up the cheeses with a little bit of melted butter and a couple of eggs. And then I'm just looking at the recipe. I'm not really going to use the recipe, but I just wanted to have, like I said, I needed a jump off point. So that's all I'll put for right now. I'm gonna not stuff my face with this yogurt while I'm talking to you guys, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have my yogurt, put my book on for a few minutes, catch my breath, switch my pots for my defrosting the freezer, and then get started on my dinner. Hubby is in the kitchen, so I thought I would come in my office and let you know what I've done on my cross stitch pattern. So let's see if I can switch my camera. So this is Leslie Tair's Summer Stitch Along from 2021, I believe. And last night I did this one. Yes, I have to, I'll get the floss later. I did this one. This one is all done, except you see this back stitching that's right here. There's similar back stitching right in between here and here. And so I'll finish that off, and then I'll get the last element done. And so that's what I'm doing with regard to my cross stitching. Now, okay, I'm back in the kitchen. I'm going to get ready to start my ground beef. So I bought this package here. It's not my favorite ground beef, but until we get our next butcher box order, it is what it is. So let's get this knife. So open my package. So I've got 1 pot of water on. That's going back and forth into the freezer, and then 1 pot so I can make my spaghetti for this baked spaghetti meal. So I'm going to put my burner on, and I want to put the top on while I chop up my onion and pepper. Oh, let me show you my freezer. It's almost done. I don't know if you remember seeing it when I got my grocery orders. So a couple more transfers of a hot pot of water and it should be done. So I'm going to chop up my green pepper and my red onion. There we go. Throwing in my onion, pepper, throw in my garlic in a couple minutes. See my spoon that I love? Isn't this the coolest spoon? Okay, the baked spaghetti is done. There you have it. You saw me putting part of it together. I washed up all these dishes, and the deep freezer is done until our butcher box order gets here. It's been a productive afternoon. All right, I collapsed into my recliner because I am exhausted. My gown's messed up. So what have I done in the last hour? I finished my book on Kindle text-to-speech, finished defrosting and wiping down the deep freezer, putting whatever we had back in there. It's time for our next butcher box order, so it's pretty empty. Washed up all the dishes that I used in the interim because I also made my big spaghetti. And so now I may stitch for a while or I might go lay down. I'm not quite sure. But I just wanted to let you know that I did finish my book while I was in the kitchen during that time. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the night. I will vlog tomorrow and then upload this video sometime in the evening. I did finish the last restaurant in Paris. There's a couple of problems I found with the book with the formatting, so I will contact the publisher on that before I write that review. And I started Her Payback by Emma Talon. It is the 4th book in the Drew family crime thriller series. I think it's her Payback is the one I'm reading. So the other ones are Her Revenge, Her Rival, and Her Betrayal. And in the 2nd book of the series, things with Scarlett and Ruby started to really get heated up. Scarlett is she is the niece to a crime family, and her Aunt Lily is the boss, and her cousin Ruby is very jealous of her. In book number 3 of the series, things really got heated between Scarlett and Ruby, and I have a feeling that Her Payback is going to really focus on their situation or their relationship. But it's 1 a.m. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed, but I just thought I would tell you where I'm at as my day comes to a close. I did get some more done on my stitching. I will flip my camera and show you what I've done. So what I've done is all this back stitching is done. So if you saw earlier in it, there was no back stitching. All this back stitching is done. I just have to finish this butterfly and then put in this design right here. It calls for French knots for the antennae on the butterfly. So I think I'm going to use beads once I figure out how to do that. And then tomorrow I will stitch this last square. So that's it for tonight. Bye. Just a quick pop in. I am listening to Truly Madly Amy by Carrie Wilkinson. And it's about someone who sees somebody that he really had a crush on when they were younger. Not sure. I guess it's women's fiction, but it's written by Carrie Wilkinson, and he's a male author. So I'm interested to see how this book goes further. Now, I was going to read Her Payback by Emma Talon, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and finish this one. Then I'll switch over to Her Payback. And those are the 2 books that I want to read today. And I'm just going to my spreadsheet to see if there's something else that I might start The Child of Ukraine by Tatiana Denford as well. And while I am listening to these books via text-to-speech, I will be working on my cross stitch. I'm working on the Leslie Tear Summer Sal from last year, and it's a sampler. So I'm going to work on that. I have my coffee right here, nice and hot. Now, I have a machine. It's kind of like a Keurig. It's by New Wave, and I noticed that I can adjust the coffee between 3 temperatures. So I use the lowest temperature, which allows me to drink my coffee shortly after I make it. If I do it on the default temperature, then I have to wait a few minutes because this cup keeps it hot. So nice hot coffee ready for me to enjoy while I listen to Truly Madly Amy by Carrie Wilkinson and cross stitch. And, I've already done my Bible reading for today. So just wanted to say that. And I guess that's about it. All right. Be back later. Bye. Okay. I am actually getting ready to go to my daughter's house. Oh, I gotta comb my hair. It ain't looking too good. where am I right now? Well, I sat in my recliner and slept for 2 hours. So that means that on my pattern, I only got 143 stitches done on the 9th square in the Leslie Tear Summer Stitch Along. And as far as my book is concerned, it says I'm at 81% with 1 hour and 46 minutes left. So I am going to put my socks and shoes on and come back and listen to it for a little bit. But I should be, by the end of today, I should finish Truly, Madly, Amy by Carrie Wilkinson. I also plan tonight when I get home to finish this cross stitch pattern. And then I will read Her Payback by Emma Talon. At least I will start it tonight. I don't know how long I'll be gone. And I don't even think I'm going to film while I'm there. But of course, I'll have my phone with me. But that's my status. Okay, I'm at my daughter's house. We're sitting out on her little patio. It's my daughter, Ariana. My son-in-law, Mikey, filling up the pool for the babies. It's a beautiful day here in Massachusetts. I'm in Quincy right now. I'll check in again later when the babies get up. Somebody's out on the water on a nice little boat, enjoying their day. It's so nice that you can see this right outside my daughter's door. By the way, she said they're in Braintree. I always get the town confused. Good, how are you? Good. And they're not alone. You see there's ducks there. There's a mama duck right over here behind them. Very nice. Yeah, very, very nice day. Oh, they're turning their boat around. I'm gonna sit down. Hi, Michi.
Hi.
Look at Nana. What's the name of your game?
Yeah.
Little Demetrius just woke up from his nap, playing on his tablet. But he and his sister are gonna play in the little swimming pool when she wakes up from her nap. Right? Okay, I am back at home. I am going to start Her Payback by Emma Talon. And if I'm not mistaken, I read about 16% of this last night. Okay, 10%. I did start this a little bit last night before I went to bed. And so Her Payback, I believe, is my 10th book for this month of July. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this one. But I think even before I do that, I might do my Monday reads. So you'll see the Monday reads video go up before you see this one. And my next check-in hopefully will be when I am done with Her Payback. And hopefully with that part of the cross-stitch pattern that I'm working on. All right, thanks for watching. Oh well, that vlog did not turn out the way that I had hoped it would because I succumbed to exhaustion. On the last clip before this one, I was going to start on Her Payback by Emma Talon and stitch. Well, that didn't happen. I fell asleep in this recliner until 1 a.m. or 1:30 until hubby's like, you need to go to bed. So, I needed to put my oxygen and my CPAP on. So I am just getting up this morning and I didn't close out my holiday vlog. And that's what this little clip here is. You see I'm in a new shirt because it's a new day, new shower, starting over a day. So I didn't get anything read in Her Payback by Emma Talon, but I'll talk about that in a future video. And so I guess that's going to be the end of this vlog. Thanks for watching. Bye.